Hi, my name is Cheryl. Welcome to my channel, Homeward Studio. Today I am in a collaboration called Swap It Bop It with 11 other people. My special guest here is my daughter. I live in Michigan and she lives in Kentucky. I'm down here in Kentucky because my other daughter who lives down here was married and they're on their honeymoon and we stayed a couple extra days so we could hang out with this one here. Anyway, this is Melissa and she has a channel called Melissa Savino. It used to be Simply Poured. And she has a podcast called Coffee Experiment. That's a plug. Yes, it is. Go check it out. Anything you want to say about that?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay, so Swap It Bop It. This was invented by Clari's from Clari's Creations. And basically, I believe there's 11 of us. The guys are in the background, and then we have a cat too, my grand cat. So basically, I think there's 11 of us that are doing this, and my box came from Joanna, my sweet friend Joanna from Joanna's DIY Life, and my box went to Donna from Donna's DIYs. And I will have their links, all three of them, plus all the other links of the participants' channels in my description box below. So anyway, first and foremost, I want to say we are sick. We've been pretty sick. So excuse the coughs and sneezes and whatnot. Yeah, we're drinking ginger ale and tonic and tea and whatever. Anyway, so this is what it is. We get a box. And there are 5 things in this box. And like I said, mine is from Joanna. And she said, have fun, Cheryl. And she sent this little card here. Let your heart keep my words, for they will add to you many days and years of life in peace. Proverbs 3:1-2. Hey, my sweet friend, I hope you enjoy all the things I sent you. You are an amazing crafter, and I know you will make great things. Can't wait to see what you create. Happy crafting, Joanna. Aw, she's so sweet. Okay. So.
They're numbered.
They're numbered. So I'll let you pull them out. She sent me some extra goodies too.
Okay, this is number 1.
And number 1 is...
Flowers.
Yeah. Oh, the theme is April showers bring May flowers. So flowers or greenery. So let's see what Joanna sent. Oh, pretty. I love these. Thank you, Joanna. And these are very cool too. Good. Easy. So far, easy. Number 2 is a garden tool. That scares me.
Is it in here?
It's number 2. That's number 2.
Yeah.
Isn't it cute how she has these all wrapped? Drum roll. Oh my goodness. I love those, Joanna. Thank you. Super cute. Number 3 is yarn, twine, or macrame. My handy assistant.
Oh, do you want me to open all of them? That's
Sure, sure.
Oh.
Yarn. Okay. Pretty color. Okay. Number 4 is a challenge item, which is a water bottle. I have crafted with a water bottle. I've crafted with bottles, but I can't make what I made before, so I got to think of something else. And it is a water bottle.
Microplastics.
Oh. They all are. Okay. And number 5 is the challenge, Crafter's Choice challenge item. I have no idea what this is. Let me see. Oh, birds. Oh, I love birds. Oh, how cute. Thank you, Joanna.
Did you show them what extra stuff?
No, we're not really supposed to. She did send some little goodies, some little extra stuff, but thank you so much, Joanna, and I hope you all enjoy what's about to happen coming forward, and thank you to my trusty, sicky daughter, Melissa, and I'll see you right now. What are you doing? Okay. Okay, item number 1, flowers and greenery. And here's what I made. I just love these. These are so pretty. Joanna, you are so kind to me sending me this. And I have the tag. I'm going to use that tag too. I have a wood round peel and stick paper from the Dollar Tree. And then I have this. It's not wired. It's ribbon. It's gorgeous. I got it Christmas time. I'm sure I got that on clearance, but it's not necessarily Christmas ribbon. That is pretty. So anyway, I am just going to cut out a part of a circle here. I'm going to have to piece this paper together, but it's okay. You won't see it at all because of the grain of the paper. And I'm just going to stick it right onto the wood round. As you can see, I'm piecing it together with the scrap, and I just traced it with my thumbnail, and now I'm just going to cut that out like a little half moon piece here. And it fits perfectly, and you cannot even tell that there's a seam here. Excuse me, a seam here. But I am going to somewhat cover it up anyway. So I just poked holes in that because we are going to make this a hanger. And these are lavender, and the other one is called foliage, and they are from the Dollar Tree, but they're beautiful, especially this lavender is nice, really nice. So I just put the 2 picks of lavender in the middle, and then I split the foliage apart, and then I had them kind of coming out on both sides. And I put a rubber band around it. Joanna had a rubber band around that, so I did that to hold them together while I took some jute and wrapped it all the way up to the top. And now I clipped off the little plastic piece on the very top there because I didn't want to see it. I wanted this to look as real as possible. And now I'm going to put a lot of glue on here and glue it down. So I have this little tag that was on the wrapping paper or the tissue paper, and I really liked it a lot, so I'm just going to use it. And I have the Distress Oxide in the color Vintage Photo, and I put that around the tag, kind of vintage it up a little bit, and then I crumpled it up, and then now I just have this from, I don't know, from a package of stickers. And I'm just going to glue this onto that because the bottom is going to be white. You'll see. I'm just going to glue this just to give it more stability because it is just a piece of paper, this tag here. And I wanted, you know, like I said, I want to use it. I'm just cutting it out. And then I have some twine. I'm going to make a little hanger. I just poked the 2 ends through, and then I'm going to pull it through the loop like that. I'm going to glue it up on top there. And I kind of wanted that tag tucked in there a little bit. And now I'm going to make a bow. And again, this is not wired. I just made a loop. And now I'm going to make the tails. I just cut off a long piece, folded them in half, dovetailed the ends. And I have this loop here, and I'm going to put the piece on the back here. And then I'm going to take some jute and I'm going to tie it. And now I'm just going to hot glue it on the top there.
not on the very top because I wanted the jute stems to show a little bit. And then now I'm going to glue the tails down just ever so slightly so they stay put. Tuck that tag in there, and I'm going to make a hanger. I have a ton of these beads from the Dollar Tree, so lately I've been using them a lot in my projects. So I wanted a small hanger, so I'm just removing a bunch of these beads here. And I just pulled it through the back, and I'm going to double knot it here. And when I do that, I put a little dollop of hot glue just to keep it, you know, intact, usually on the back of it. Wanted to do something a little different, so I am actually beading another piece of jute with a bunch of beads, and I'm just going to make a little circle. You'll see what I'm doing here in a second. So I made a little circle, and then I just tied it up off on top. And then now I'm just going to glue some beads on the bottom. I'm just making a design. I'm just having fun with it. That's the whole idea of crafting. Just have fun with it. If you don't like it, you can always take it apart. And this is how it turned out. And I love this piece. I kind of surprised myself with it. And it is hanging on my in my laundry room or entry room from the garage. It's hanging right on that wall. So when you walk in the door, you see it. Okay, so this Swap It Bop It mystery box was created by the host, Clarice, from Clarice Creations Part 2. I believe this is the second one since the start, and there are 11 participants, and let me tell you, all of these ladies are so absolutely talented. And I'm going to leave all of their links in my description box as well as a playlist so you can watch all of the creations take place. There's lots of talent and lots of laughs. And thank you, Clarice. Okay, here are the next pieces. I'm just going to tell you as we go on. I believe it's 2, 3, and 4. Anyway, I'm going to make a fairy garden. This is something I have never done, and let me tell you how much fun I had with this. Fun, fun, fun. If you've never done it, just do it. If you're not going to use it, take it apart. You know, just have fun with this. So the challenge item was a water bottle that we all have, and I just took it, removed all the pieces. I cut it in half, and the top half I'm painting the inside white with white chalk paint because I have that napkin that I removed the plies from. I'm going to put it on top. Now the bottom is going to be the base, and this is going to be like a little shed. And I have this maize chalk paint, and I put 3 coats on the outside of the bottom of the bottle. And so now I'm going to Mod Podge the napkin onto the top of the bottle. So I spritz the napkin, and what that does is it relaxes the fibers, so it's easier to Mod Podge on here with less wrinkles. I put a starter strip of Mod Podge on there that you saw on the bottle. So my paper is spritzed with water. Then I put the tissue or napkin on it, I should say, and then I put a line of Mod Podge on top. And now I have the fan brush there, which is, if you do this stuff, you have to have a fan brush. I'm telling you, they're amazing. And you can get them anywhere. And so as you can see, I'm just pushing the napkin down with that fan brush. And then I just went around the whole bottle that same way that I showed you here. Now the bottle is completely dry. I was going to cut off the extra napkin. I thought, well, I don't need to. I just tucked it on in. Now this is completely dry. I'm showing you what I'm going to do with this. And now I'm going to make like a window. And this will all make sense in a second. So I'm just going to cut a little piece out here. And that's how it's going to look. This little piece that I cut out is going to be the awning. I'm going to wrap it with jute all the way around. And I'm going to leave a little piece off both sides in the front, so it looks like a curved awning kind of with the jute. Now I'm going to take jute and I'm going to wrap it around the top of the bottom of the top of the bottle. And then I'm going to take jute and I'm going to wrap it around the top, the cap part. I'm going to go all the way up. And then I just took my lighter and got rid of the little fuzzies. I thought this awning was too big, so I clipped some of it off. And there I'm just going to glue it like that. Isn't that cute? Now, I have this little piece and I had an idea. I'm going to make a little sign that says shed. So we're making a fairy garden, but because the pieces, one of the items we had to use was a garden tool, and I showed you in the beginning, Joanna sent me those little pieces, and that's how I came up with my idea of a fairy garden, to use those little pieces. So we are going to actually make a garden. So this is the shed, and I just took that little piece and wrote shed on it, and then I did wrap that with jute too, just to, you know, kind of complete the look so it didn't have the raw plastic edges, which are sharp. If you make something like this, you know, the water bottle, it's sharp. Be careful. And so I put it all together like that. And this bottle is on an angle, which I wanted it to be, but it doesn't stand up. I put rocks in it eventually toward the end here, but I had to let it stand up. So as you can see up in the corner there, I put a little teeny paint bottle in there to weigh it down as I'm putting my board together. I'm showing you, I have a big drawer full of fairy garden stuff and gnome stuff, and I just pulled a bunch of pieces out, and that's what is all over the counter there. So I'm just kind of picking through it and seeing what I have and kind of placing it together. Now I needed a base, so I had this cardboard piece here, and I had this grass. I think it's like paper. I think it was from either Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but I'm just going to glue it onto the cardboard, and then I thought it needed an edge around the whole thing, so I just took the rope like you see there and I just glued it around the edge. And now I'm just going to be placing these pieces. If you make something like this, you guys, this was so much fun. I mean, fun. I was like, oh man, this is going to be a big project, but it was just something that you could put down and pick up, and I just had so much fun with this. Picking out a lot of these little pieces are from the Dollar Tree. So I have these markers here. They're acrylic markers, and I cut out another little piece of cardboard, and I'm going to paint the whole cardboard. This is going to be the garden in black. And then I'm going to hot glue all these little, they're like crushed rocks. They're black, and they're from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to hot glue them onto this piece here. So this took a little bit of time, and I just put a little bit of glue down at a time and then just kept building it up. And as you can see, this is the little garden. And next to the garden there is a little bench. I believe that is from the Dollar Tree. And now I have just a scrap cardboard. I keep some of these. And I took the little bridge there. I wanted the water to go under the bridge. I didn't want the bridge to look like it was in the water. So that's why I kind of trace this, and you'll see how I do this in a second. So this is going to be the water. Number 3 is a yarn, macrame or twine. So Joanna sent me the blue yarn, and I thought I'm going to make water with it. And so I started hot gluing it, and then it became very tedious and I kept burning my fingers. So I ended up using Titebond Quick and Thick, and I just put it in there and then just wrapped it around it. I didn't want to bore you. It took me a long time. I had little fuzzy yarn everywhere. My fingers were full of glue. It was messy, but it turned out super cute. As you can see, I put it down on the upper right-hand side there. Now I have the bottle cap here, and I'm making a bird bath out of it. So I took some more yarn, glued it in there. I have this little frog, and you know, fairy gardens are supposed to be kind of whimsical. So I glued the cap onto the frog here. This is going to be the bird bath. And then I put a bunch of hot glue in there and also on the little pond here to make it look like water. So when it dries, it looks like water. It's kind of cool. And I'm going to put my little bird bath next to the bench. I have a little walkway. I glued that next to the shed. And I have a bunch of just little pieces of succulents and stuff. And those are going to look like bushes. I did put some ivy in the top of the water bottle just to make it look like ivy's growing down the sides. And I just have like little pieces and picks and not picks, little pieces that I'm gluing here. I have the shovel and the hoe, which were the garden tools from Joanna, glued them onto the bench. And I had a little rake in my stash, and I also had a little hose. That's the cutest darn thing, let me tell you. I had some ducks. And this is just the fun part. Super, super fun. I have some little mushrooms from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just picking out of my stash here. I had a little sign that says welcome. And this is a pick from the Dollar Tree, these little yellow flowers, and I just cut them up in little teeny pieces. So I'm making it look like this garden is being planted. I put a little bit on the shovel there. I put some in that little wheelbarrow that I glued down there. I have these rocks from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to glue them, kind of like the entryway to the little house or the yard. And yeah, I'm just taking little scraps and pieces here and making it look like a garden. Like this garden is being worked on. And I don't know, maybe the fairy took a break. That's why she's not there. I do have a fairy. I didn't want to put it in there. I have some gnomes too. That would have been cute, but I just wanted this to be just plain. And again, can I tell you, this was so much fun. I am so glad I did this. Okay, so I have these leftover rocks, and I'm just going to weigh this down, even though I glued it there. I'm going to put it in the bottom so you don't see the bottom of that. And I put a little teeny, what do you call it? The little candle in there from the Dollar Tree, the votive. And this is what it looks like, you guys. Please tell me, do you like this? Have you ever made a fairy garden? Because this is the first time I've ever done this. And because I got these little teeny garden tools, it forced me to do something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Yeah, and then Joanna sent me some extra stuff too. So the little watering can there against the bench, I just put some the tissue paper that I put around the napkin that I put around the top of the water bottle. I put that on the little wood piece, the watering can, and glued that. And yeah, I'm really happy the way this looks. It was hard to get this whole thing in the picture. I have it on my kitchen table there. I wanted it to be dark so it popped so you could see that. And yeah, okay, challenge item number 5. I've made a couple things. I made coasters, a diffuser, and a little tier tray piece. So first, I was playing with these because this was a challenge for me, believe it or not. They're iron-on transfers, but they're very sticky. You can use them as stickers. So number 1, I thrifted these. They're ceramic coasters, but they look like wood kind of, and the back has cork on it. So I thought this would be perfect. I just cleaned them off really well. One of them still had some glue stuck on it, and I couldn't get it off even with glue gone. I just left it. I went with it. These are going to be coasters that I'm going to put outside under my gazebo. So I put a bird in each one of these coasters. Yeah, see, I'm picky. I don't know why. Just put a bird in there and be done with it. Nope, I had to get the right bird in the right angle. Anyway, they're iron-on, so I just took parchment paper and my little heat press, and I just pressed them right into that. I have some outdoor Mod Podge, and I'm going to put a coat on here. Now, I put my blow dry on it to dry it, and I think I shouldn't have done that. Just put the Mod Podge on there, let it dry, and I think it takes 4 weeks to cure because they're still sticky 3 days later. So, and if you know, let me know, but that's what I heard. Put the Mod Podge on, let it sit, don't dry it because it actually will make it sticky. Okay, so while those are drying, I have this little bottle that I thrifted. We're gonna make a diffuser in here. Put a bird on it, put some twine around the top, and put some bamboo sticks in there. And then you can put your essential oil, and you can take, it's 1/3 to like a 3/4 cup of safflower oil, and a 1/4 cup of any kind of whatever you want, essential oils. And I never made it up to the store to get safflower oil. So made that, and now you can see I'm finishing the coasters. They're still sticky. I just put some rope around it, and I think these turned out, I did around 4 of them. They turned out so pretty, you guys. I'm just loving these. I hope they dry. And here is the whole shebang. I guess I must have lost the tier tray piece. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that. It's in the back there. You see it. I just took a wood piece, glued a bird on it, stained it, put a little flower on it, put one of the tags on it, and glued some blocks behind it. Yeah, I must have lost that footage. But yeah, again, I just love this. Oh, I scattered rocks around it too. I can still pick at this. I could still play with this and do more to it. That's the beauty of this kind of stuff. And this was very, very relaxing and stress relieving for me. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video and that I've inspired you. Remember to check out the host channel as well as the other channels, the playlist for tons of inspiration. Also, please sub, like, share, hype, and all that good stuff. And I will see you very soon. Be blessed. Bye.